Hello my friends, this is John. I'm sharing another video with you today, this time about Charleston Kingsville boxwoods. Back in mid-July, my buddy Ken and I made a visit to John Green's Green Thumb Bonsai in Greenville, South Carolina. Our mission that day was to stock up on some large mica pots, so you can see those here. We also stopped at a nursery on the way home and found some what's called Charleston Kingsville boxwoods. I'm not sure if that's a name we've made up for them or if it's a name that is a true common name. My understanding is this is a species or cultivar that was developed in Charleston at one of the plantations in Charleston. It is a sport from Kingsville. It has a larger leaf than Kingsville, but it grows much faster but has similar trunk characteristics and looks just like Kingsville, but it's a little bit larger in scale. These were 3-gallon plants, and although they don't look too great here, they had some nice trunks. So after I worked on them for a little bit, this is what I came up with, and this is basically just pruning. So nice trunk. You can see this is a chopped off 3-gallon pot, so nice big wide trunk, pretty decent roots, not bad. I see a lot of Kingsvilles, both regular and Charleston, that have decent roots, but rarely do they have great roots, and I'm going to get to that a little bit in a second here. So there's another one. I ended up let's see, I bought 6 and I hard pruned 4 of them. Alright, so now we skip forward just about a month. We've gone from mid-July to mid-August. You can see the trees are really starting to bud out, and they're just pushing growth everywhere. So it was a very successful cut back and repot. But now it's time to work on the roots, and I've done this before on boxwood and a couple other species. I'm going to try to really increase the number of roots that are coming out at the base. So not a hard process at all, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that do this multiple ways. So I'm not saying this is the right way, I'm just saying this is the way I do it. A little closer view of the trunk and the roots. It's not bad, but it's not really great either yet. So what I've done is taken my rooting hormone, and you can see now using a toothbrush that I have added rooting hormone all over the base of these roots. You could nick them, you could cause some, almost like an air layer, but the one thing I know about these boxwoods is they just root like crazy. You don't even need rooting hormone to root these guys. So I know it's going to put on roots. So my next step was to cover it in milled sphagnum moss. So I just basically covered it, packed it, made sure there were no holes or anything, and packed that up in milled sphagnum moss. Did that for each one of them. And I will report, it'll probably take a year or two to really get the roots. They're going to bud out right away, but to get them the size I really need, it'll probably take 2 years. Halfway through, I'll go through and trim out roots that aren't growing in the right spots, and try to straighten out some of them that are coming out, maybe coming out twisted or whatever, so I end up with a nice root spread when I'm finished. Alright, that's all for this video. I hope that's helpful to you. Have a great day.